and welcome back to another Pondering by the Pond with Ananya. Today, it's been a minute. It's not been that long though. It's only been 2 weeks, I think. And yeah, as far as how I'm doing, could be better, could be worse. Just really busy, but at the same time, really bored and alone. Yeah, I feel like it's summer and I should be like hanging out with people. I do hang out like in class and stuff, but generally speaking, I've basically been going on solo dates my entire life. Yesterday was the last day of May and also the last day of Mental Health Awareness Month. And so I went on a solo date and it was actually really lovely. I love my solo dates. Sometimes I just want to talk to someone, so I feel like I'm on the same wavelength as people. I don't know how to explain it, but like everyone needs some companionship. Like it's an innate human trait that we require, like a companionship of sorts. Yesterday was also the blue moon, which I stayed up to watch, and I didn't see any moon. It was 9:30, and I was like, okay, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna go back. But I did do my meditation, and I did my intentions for this blue moon. I am really kind of opening this pathway of being more open with other people. How's that going so far? I don't know, but my thing is I struggle with talking about my feelings because I don't know how to phrase it, and there's so much that I'm feeling constantly, and it changes so rapidly that it's really hard to get a gauge on how I should go about expressing my thoughts. And like I've mentioned a million times probably, when other people aren't expressing their emotions to you, you don't want to express your deep emotions to them, especially since as someone with BPD, I feel things so intensely and so deeply. The average person wouldn't be able to understand that, so if they're giving me 0, how am I supposed to give them 1,000? You know what I mean? But yeah, and a thought that's been crossing my mind is eventually one day I am gonna have to, like, now that I'm on this path to opening myself up and being more raw and real about my feelings and emotions with the people that I love, I'm gonna have to, like, one day explain my lore. I don't want to say lore, but like, I'm gonna have to explain who I am, what I've been through to another person, and I'm just gonna have to sit there and hope that they stay, which in history, when I've even given like a little bit, I've always been abandoned. So it's something I'm like insanely terrified to experience, is an abandonment on that level, because in the past, again, luckily I never shared everything to anyone, so it's only been based off of crumbs that they've abandoned me, which, silver lining, but also like, come on, that's like actually surface level. So I don't know, but definitely something to think about. Another thing to think about is literally like food. I don't know why I struggle so much around food, around topics of food. And in this day and age where like that's all people talk about is food, diet culture, anything surrounding, it's just awful. It's a lust, and I'm just not cut out for that life. I'm a hopeless romantic, anorexic, just trying to make my way in this world. And it's very tricky, very tricky. I don't even know, like, how to start. And I also don't want people to walk on eggshells around me. So, there's that. And then, I don't know, I feel so detached from myself and from everyone else. Sometimes I kind of wish something crazy would happen to me just so that there was something to, like, ruminate over that isn't the same old that I always ruminate over, you know? But I don't know if I'm equipped to handle that right now. Such a gravitational force. Okay, engineering. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely, like, just going with the flow and seeing where the wind takes me, and just hoping for the best. It's pretty hot, pretty sweaty. I kind of want fall. Fall's my favorite season, always has been. I also wish distance weren't a thing, because what do you mean, like, what do you mean I'd have to drive 4.5 hours to see Charlotte, or hop on a plane to see Ellie and Piper in Pennsylvania? Like, I hate it so much. The best people are always so far away from me, but they're the closest to me that anyone has ever been. And I'm turning 20 this year. I like growing up and I like getting older, but the older I get, the more I realize how detached I am from myself, because obviously there are details I remember about my life, but they're more so like the way that I remember them. It's as if I read them out of a book. I don't remember that being me. You know what I mean? I feel so disconnected from my present self, my past self, and just like all my selves combined. And none of it feels real. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why I'm so detached from myself. I feel like I'm constantly, like, surveilling myself from a third party point of view. And every time I see a memory, I'm watching it like a fly on the wall. Like, I'm not me. It's like, it's so weird. And I don't know why that is. Why, when people like remember things, do they like visualize it? Do they feel it? Or is it just a thought? Because I try to visualize it, and I'm always in that third party point of view. But for me, it's more so a statement and fog, like, of me trying to visualize it, because I'm a very visual thinker. Like, when I think about, like, I have to visualize something. So whenever I'm, like, trying to remember things, and I can't visualize it, it's just fog and the detail of the memory. And that's just really weird to me. I don't know. I think it's very fascinating, because I was talking to my brother the other weekend. We were having some really deep talks, which is nice, because normally it's pretty success and career oriented, which I guess, like, it's my 20s, but so people are concerned and curious about the paths I'm gonna take, but I'm not about that life. When I talk to people, I don't want to talk about that kind of thing, like internships and college and whatever. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about like deep things, like philosophical things, conspiracy theories. Like I'm all about like putting two brains together and just like going crazy over some wacko theory. That's literally, I love those kinds of conversations. But anyways, we were talking about how like my brain works and how I have like a voice inside me telling me like to starve myself, to cut myself, to kill myself, whatever it may be, right? And how most people don't have that inner narrator. And I think that's so strange. That's very strange to me. Because literally how I get out of bed every morning is like my inner voice telling me to get my fat ass out of bed. Like genuinely, that is how I get out of bed every morning. Or out of bed anytime. Is like, get your lazy fat ass out of bed. Like that's literally what my inner narrator is saying to me. And that's how I get out of bed every morning. And how I'm productive, how my high functioning depression is able to be high functioning and put such an accurate mask on is through the inner narrator basically bullying me into doing mundane everyday tasks. Obviously some of them are too mundane for my depression to give a shit about, because it's like, okay, like that's not going to make you rich or whatever, or successful. Who cares if you need to wash that dish, you know what I mean? But like, that's why brushing my teeth used to be so hard for me. Oh no, someone's coming. But yeah. And then I'm getting my wisdom teeth out on Wednesday. And then I have a doctor's appointment on Friday. And yeah. Sorry, that got awkward really fast. I don't have social anxiety, I don't know. It's just like talking about, I don't know, okay? Yeah. I've also been feeling really guilty because a couple days ago, Friday, it was my best friend's birthday. He would have turned 21. He's now in heaven celebrated on Friday. And I can't, like, my memories of him are fading. And I hate it. I genuinely hate it so much. And like, yeah, I can look at pictures, but I can still visualize him. But the memories of us together, they're fading. And those are memories I don't want to like ever diminish. I need them because that's all I have of him is our memories together and my love for him. So I feel really guilty about that, and I don't know how to savor them. I literally don't. And I know it's probably my own fault from all my attempts on my life and the toxic shit that I've consumed in order to end it. That has fucked up my brain so much to the point where I can't hold on to memories or any attachment 2 memories. And it's awful. But at the same time, I feel like I've always kind of had that problem. So, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm starting to sweat. And yeah, overall, I would say I'm not doing completely awful. I feel like I'm doing pretty good, I'd say. And maybe that's just how I'm feeling in this moment, and tonight I'm gonna be feeling fucking terrible. But I feel good right now. I feel good. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing good and you have a lovely day. I love you.